A natural disaster is a major adverse event resulting from natural processes of the earth. Examples include floods, hurricanes, tornadoes, volcanic eruptions, earthquakes, tsunamis, and other geologic processes. A natural disaster can cause loss of life or property damage, and typically leave some economic damage in its wake, the severity of which depends on the affected population's resilience or ability to recover, and also on the infrastructure available. An example of natural disasters are volcanoes. A volcano is a rupture in the crust of planetary mass objects, such as Earth, that allows hot lava, volcanic ash, and gases to escape from a magma chamber below the surface. Earth's volcanoes occur because its crust is broken into 17 major rigid tectonic plates that float on a hotter, softer layer in its mantle. Therefore, on Earth, volcanoes are generally found where tectonic plates are diverging or converging.
Vesuv is a volcano near the Bay of Naples in Italy. It is hundreds of thousands of years old and it has erupted for generations, more than 50 times. Vesuv is a stratovolcano. That means it's built up of slow lava and pyroclastic material over thousands of years. That makes it cone-shaped. The area has been volcanic active for at least 400,000 years, but Vesuv didn't start to shape before 25,000 years ago. Mount Vesuvius exploded in 79 AD. First it ejected a large cloud of debris into the atmosphere, about 19 kilometers high, while it was covering the region with volcanic ash up to almost 5 meters. After a combination of pumic and ash at 700 Celsius coming down the mountainside in 112 kilometers per hour, the whole eruption lasted for 24 hours.
Pompeii was an ancient Roman city near modern Naples, in the Campania region of Italy, and it's believed to have been founded in the 7th or 6th century. It came under the domination of Rome in the 4th century, and it was conquered and became a Roman colony. By the time of its destruction, 160 years after it was colonized, its population was estimated at 11,000 people, and the city had a complex water system, amphitheater, gymnasium, and a port. Pompeii, along with Herculaneum and many villages in the surrounding area, was mostly destroyed and buried in the eruption. Evidence for the destruction originally came from a surviving letter by Pliny the Younger, who saw the eruption from a distance and described the death of his uncle Pliny the Elder. The object that lay beneath the city has been preserved for centuries because of the lack of air and moisture. These artifacts provide an extraordinarily detailed insight into the life of the city during the Pax Romana. During the excavation, plasters was used to fill the voids in the ash layers that once held human bodies. This allowed archaeologists to see the exact position the people was in when he or she died.
The consequences of the eruption was evidently totally dramatic, as is shown by the failure to reoccupy the sites of the cities destroyed. It was normal to rebuild the cities after even the most massive earthquakes, but neither Herculaneum nor Pompeii was reoccupied. Instead, the site of Pompeii was riddled with tunnels by Roman explorers. However, although Pompeii has richer finds than any other Roman sites, it is a city already extensively sacked by looters. Many of the surrounding cities never regained their levels of popularity pre-eruption. This was especially noticed for the Bay of Naples, who used to be the playground of many senators and emperors. It wasn't until the 18th century, when Naples blossomed under the Bourbon kings, the villas of rich courtiers and ambassadors of the time brought a new flowering to the region. It has later become one of the most visited tourist destinations in Italy, attracting almost 2.6 million visitors per year by 2008. This huge popularity has ensured that neighboring cities are employed in the tourism and hospitality business.
Pompeii was an ancient Roman town city near modern Naples in the